free pick for you as I get a spam call on my phone. Free pick for you for this upcoming Sunday in the NFL. I'm going to go with New England plus the 3.5 against Buffalo. Buffalo is 5-2 straight up. New England 2-4 straight up. So the straight up records would imply Buffalo is significantly the better team. Yet they're only laying 3.5 at home. Now, again, home field advantage this year isn't worth 3 points like it normally is, but even if it's worth, about 2 points, and that's a big difference, by the way, in football, but even if it's worth only 2 points still, New England is only a 3.5 point underdog, even though the records would say that Buffalo is significantly better. But this system says to use the odds makers' knowledge against them. When a team with a substantially worse straight-up record is not getting more than 4 points on the road, it's 142, 81, and 7, including 65.5% winners after not getting more than 3.5. Now, in addition to our incredible computer systems, I've never been sold on Josh Allen. To me, the single most underrated statistic and the most underrated skill a quarterback can have is the ability to complete balls. Josh Allen, he was another one of these strong-arm quarterbacks that the scouts fell in love with. Why? Because they say he's got the physical tools. We'll just be able to draft him and then coach him up. But very, very rarely do these guys who struggle to complete balls in college or even early in the NFL do they all of a sudden become high-percentage guys. Now, Josh Allen, after having some struggles, he completed 70% or more 3 times this year, but all in the first 4 games. He almost did it last week, but that was against the Jets. He's got 3 interceptions over his last 3 games as opposed to 1 in his last 4. He's got to prove to me that he is among the elite quarterbacks. After like the first 4 games, you could argue that he was the MVP of the league in the first quarter of the season, as talk show hosts and whatever, and fans at bars, we like to come up with bull crap like that. But I wasn't sold on him then, and I'm certainly not sold on him now that he is starting to regress to the mean. Buffalo has 2 wins to the Jets and 1 to the Finns. So I got some questions about both, how good of a quarterback Allen is and how good is Buffalo truly. Now, I'm not one of these people who worships Bill Belichick. I've said time and time again is it Belichick or Brady? Yeah, I think Belichick's going to the Hall of Fame because of Tom Brady, not vice versa. And I think the current record is Belichick is now like 20-24 straight up without Tom Brady. So I don't think Belichick is a defensive genius per se. He's been around a long time, and I still think he's more than a good enough coach to find plenty of weaknesses in Allen's game. And like I said, Allen, after the first 4 weeks, he's kind of regressed back to being Josh Allen again. So I do like Belichick in this matchup. Cam Newton, maybe needs a wake-up call again. These underachieving quarterbacks, they get a wake-up call. I do think it will help. I was impressed. He took his benching like a man, said all the right things. So I look for Newton. Again, Cam is one of these, what's that term I like to use? Predictably unpredictable. The fact he's coming off a disastrous game, I look for him to bounce back with a very good game. I think there's a pretty good chance New England will win this game outright. Your free winner is New England. Now, I'm 26-9 with name plays in football, including just the last 2 weeks. At my NFL Game of the Year 2 weeks ago in Detroit, SEC Game of the Year on Missouri outright, college football total of the year all winning, 13-7 in the NFL for the weekend. Look, if you're calling before, or if you're watching this before Saturday, I got my SEC Game of the Year. No, my SEC East Game of the Year. Already hit the SEC Game of the Year. AAC Game of the Year among 10 winners for Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, 6 NFL winners, a side and 5 totals, and probably by kickoff we'll have more than that. And it's all at offshoreinsiders.com. There's a reason I've been a full-time gambler and handicapper since June the 1st, 1988. Joe Duffy's Picks, offshoreinsiders.com.